MiamiRollerDerby.com, in conjunction with 247Miami.tv, is proud to present Rink, Rash Radio. 60 minutes of everything roller derby in the 305. Visit MiamiRollerDerby.com for more information on upcoming bouts and events. And now, Rink, Rash Radio.
Good morning, everyone. It's morning for everyone.
Is it morning? Oh, yeah, it is.
Most everyone in the U.S.
Another
anyway.
hour. Another hour.
All right, so we are with Rink Rash Radio. My name is Anger, and with me is
Disaster Chief. Hey,
What
everybody.
Woo. All right.
I had too much coffee this morning.
I haven't even finished mine, so.
Still waking up.
There we go. All right, so what have we got today? We've got WFTDA rankings came out.
Yeah.
Yay.
Playoff brackets came out. We have all sorts of breakdowns and analyses.
Yeah.
And analysis. What's the plural of that?
Analysis.
Analysis.
Just analysis.
Analysis.
Now you sound like snakes. It's just analysis.
I'm going to put the pop filter on in a second. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and break down all that cool stuff.
We've got some more roller contact because that starts this week.
Yeah. Oh my God. So excited.
And
so excited.
we've got some more derby in Florida. Let us in on what's going on in Florida.
What is going on in Florida? Stuff
and things.
Well, first thing, the big thing this weekend is Team Florida tryouts. Just a reminder, it's happening at the Rink in Deltona, Florida. Tomorrow clock from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. The men's team and women's teams will have tryouts, and this is for the Florida All-Star team, basically for State Wars roller derby. State Wars is November, December, around there.
I think it's December.
I think it's December. I think
like
it is
12th or something like
something along those lines. So yeah, go out if you want to get a shot to be on Team Florida and represent your state at State Wars.
Yes,
and do some amazing things.
Don't forget to sign up.
Yeah,
there's a sign up sheet. Go online, find it.
Places,
yeah.
Facebook.
Well, the Facebook, but I think it's like Team Florida.
Hashtag force bonding.
Shh, stop. That's not.
Oh no, it doesn't fit there. I'm sorry.
No.
All right. What else? JRDA.
Focus, people, focus.
I can't help it. I've had a lot of sugar too. JRDA champs are completely done with as well.
Yes.
And a couple of Florida teams actually did really, really well in the open division. First place was California Mayhem. Second place, the Attack Pack from Pinellas County. Good job to Attack Pack.
Great job.
Third place, Mob City. Fourth place, San Diego. Mob City. Saw them last year. Really, really great team. Happy they did well as well. Female division. First place, the Seattle Derby Brats.
Nice.
Second place, the I-5 Roller Girls.
Of course.
Third place, Fort Wayne, Indiana. And fourth place, another team from Florida, Tampa Bay.
Yay!
So congrats to all the juniors teams. Great tournament. Congrats to everybody that competed. Hope to see y'all next year. Hope it's another great event next year as well. So what else we got? What else?
I think there was a Braden Tucky game last weekend.
Against
South Florida. And
okay.
They actually did really well.
Okay.
It was 187-61.
Ooh.
Which
bloodbath.
Exactly, right?
Oh my God.
Oh,
right? That was just that's
over
a 100-point differential there.
Yeah, that's a pretty confident win.
Yeah.
That's a pretty confident win.
Go Braden Tucky.
Seriously.
And then the Tampa home team games, Switchblade Sisters beat Cigar City Mafia 208-126. And the Vice Grip Vixens beat Black Widows 135-124.
Nice.
So that was Tampa home teams. And then Molly Roger beat the Rolling Valkyries 254-113. And their co-ed teams, the Sea Dog Invasion, beat the Mom and Pop Militia 262-143.
Yeah.
So
good teams.
Some good games.
Really, really great teams.
They have awesome roller derby.
They really do.
They really do.
Really, really do. Molly Roger, congrats to them. They have a great program going on up there, putting on great events and everything like that.
I love you, Mason Voorhees.
Also, I just want to throw out my own personal our referee, Deadly Edley, is actually in Quad Nationals right now.
What?
Yeah, he's doing his second year at Quad Nationals, trying to get a
speed skating.
Yeah, speed skating. Trying to redeem himself from last year.
Last year there was something that went wrong at the last minute. It was one of those heartbreak, tragic kind of.
Yeah, so he's trying to redeem himself for this week. So this week,
go Edley.
So good luck, Edley. We're all cheering from you down here in Florida.
I'm pounding on my chest off camera.
Yeah. Bros, make us proud, Edley. We're already proud. Make us more proud.
Yeah. Skate. Insatiable Colossus.
Oh God, I can't believe you brought that up.
Like, you can't talk about Edley without talking about the Insatiable
Colossus. Hashtag pissed off for greatness.
Yes.
One of the greatest things I've ever seen Edley do since we brought him up. And this is totally off the track. This was at an after party where we had karaoke that night.
Oh, I know where this is going.
And it's a pro episode.
I know exactly where this is going.
He got up, and for those of you who don't know, not that it matters, but this is just one of those things that made it extra special cool, as far as I'm concerned. Edley is a man of color. He's a dark berry. That one, kind of, and nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. But when you see a very muscular black guy with a clean head who comes up and then belts out "Number of the Beast" by Iron Maiden. Oh, I'm sorry, it was "Run to the Hills" by Iron Maiden. Perfectly. Perfect note for freaking note.
And I mean, like, he gets into it. He's like, everywhere.
I'm totally, confident, dyed-in-the-wool, heterosexual, but I was erect.
Completely full chub.
Completely full on. Couldn't sit in the bar stool comfortably.
No, and it was great because I saw this at the after party, and George was literally right next to me. And there was one point where George had his beer and he grabs me. He's like, "Oh my God, this is so great!"
I went total.
I did. Yeah,
I did. There's no coming back from that. I did it. I own it.
It was absolutely great. His voice went into the higher octave and everything. He was like so excited.
Bruce Dickinson. It was amazing.
So you're an Iron Maiden fan?
I am. Well, there's two kinds of music. There's metal and then everything else.
Okay. I respect that. I like my metal, I like my punk and ska too.
Sure, I didn't say I didn't like that stuff.
It's just everything else.
When I get up in the morning and I need a song to motivate me, I'm going to Dio. I'm going to Judas Priest. Iron Maiden. The old school.
Exactly. Some Rainbow.
Cut through your brain like a cup of coffee.
That late 70s metal.
Yes, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We've gotten completely off on a tangent. You guys are talking.
I can't help it.
Well, this is how much we miss you, Edley. You make us go off on tangents
about Iron Maiden.
Exactly.
So good luck to you, Edley.
Hashtag pissed off for greatness.
All right, so
hashtag Insatiable Colossus. Sorry. I can't help it.
All right, so WFTDA rankings came out.
Yeah.
These are the final rankings that set up all of playoffs. D2, D1, playoffs are set. Tell us about Florida rankings.
Okay, yeah. There was definitely a lot of movement. We had two Florida teams that did really, really well this season, and they're going to be in WFTDA playoffs, actually the same playoff. But let's just talk about how everybody kind of moved around. So Jacksonville, they actually kicked up a rank. So they ended up ranked number 9 for this season. And what put them over the top is they had a win against Tampa in June, 163-94 earlier in the month. Tampa actually did really, really well. They kicked up 5 spots, and they ended up at number 18 for the season. And Tampa, they had wins against Ohio, Madison at Brouhaha, and they had a big win against Mother State. They beat Mother State 571-10 in the month of June. Yeah.
Damn.
Exactly. And if you remember how we broke down the rankings, it's not just the wins, it's how you win as well that go towards your ranking points. So like a massive point spread like that does great things for your rankings. Rest of the teams in Florida didn't do so hot. There are a couple of really, really tough losses for some of the teams out there. So for example, Gold Coast, they dropped a couple of spots. They ended up at 92 for the season. They took 3 hard losses at Beach Brawl to Carolina, Emerald City, Pirate City. Fort Myers dropped a couple of spots as well. They ended up at rank 102. They had a couple of wins against Alamo City and Red Stick at Beach Brawl, but they had a big loss against Callio at Beach Brawl as well. Dub City had their one game at Beach Brawl. They lost to Pirate City, but that was a really, really great close game. It was their first tournament game. But that did drop them down in rankings a little bit. So they ended up at 134. It was their first time being ranked. So, 134 is nothing to sneeze at. No. To start. Pirate City came out really, really tough at Beach Brawl, and they're a really, really great team. That was a great game to watch. So, good luck to, all those teams next year. Tallahassee, they didn't have any games in June, so they dropped a couple of rankings because of that. Pensacola, they
finally got ranked.
Yeah. They ended up at rank 225. They had
Way to go, Redneck Riviera.
They had one game against Acadiana in June, and they won, and it was a close game by like maybe 10, 20 points or so. Gainesville, they didn't have any games in June, so they dropped a couple of spots as well. Molly Roger, still not ranked yet, but good luck to Molly. I know they're going to get some games in for next season, so we can start seeing them in the rankings and see, kind of where things pan out. So a lot of great derby in Florida. A lot of great derby in Florida. And that doesn't even count like all the teams that are, WFTA apprentice and haven't even made WFTA just yet. Like South Florida, I know they're doing some great things as well.
No, it's just a couple months back that Dub City became WFTA.
Yeah.
So how are they doing? What's going on with Dub City?
They ended up at 134.
Okay, so for their first time in, toe in the water, not too shabby.
Yeah, exactly. When they first got ranked, it was first in May. They were ranked at 125. They had that one loss against Beach Brawl against Pirate City.
At Beach Brawl.
Beach Brawl. Goodness, see, this is what happens when you have entirely too much sugar and coffee. But yeah, they had that one hard loss, so it dropped them in the rankings a little bit, but still, that's a heck of a place to start.
It's not a bad place to be.
It's really, really not.
It's for your beginning. No.
Exactly. So I think for the next segment, let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit more about.
Yeah, we'll definitely get more into rankings and
where all the rest of the teams
moved around.
Yeah. There were some big jumps. There were some big drops.
There was a couple of really big jumps.
Really?
Like really big.
Really big? All right, you're gonna have to tell me more about that next segment.
Yeah, we will. So basically we're gonna get into rankings, and so the WFTA playoffs for D2 will start in August. So August 21st is when all the playoff stuff starts, and then it's pretty much like every weekend after that, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So they'll have the D2 playoff
the 21st
on the 21st next weekend, so on and so forth. And so playoff season is looking good now that it's all set up and finalized.
Let's go ahead and let's get to that next segment.
Yeah.
So we have plenty of time to go ahead and like lay all this stuff out. So we'll see y'all soon.
I'm Carnage.
I'm Sally Jones.
I'm Rex. I'm Livid Doll. We're from Leeds Roll the Dolls, and you're listening to Rink Rash Radio.
Someday, someone, somewhere, somehow is going to make you understand. These words will drill into your head. You undergo the process, then you will do anything they say. They will have power over you. You will not question their authority. You know what they can do. I shake my head, I don't know what to say. I see my chance to turn and walk away. I will not be a part of this romance. I just can't take that chance because I see my opportunity to shout the last goodbye. The last goodbye. I bet you never did expect to have a big important name. They all will have exquisite taste, but everyone will look the same. You will be quickly photographed. You will be shot from every side. They'll teach you what you need to learn, and they will take you for a ride. I shake my head, I don't know what to say. I see my chance to turn and walk away. I will not be a part of this romance. I just can't take the chance because I see my opportunity to shout the last goodbye. The last goodbye. The last goodbye. The last goodbye.
I love all of it. I can't pinpoint it. I love hitting. I love jamming, obviously.
Okay.
And I love it. I guess I love it most because I love to skate.
By skaters, for skaters. You're listening to Rink Rash Radio on 247miami.tv.
All right, welcome to Rink Rash Radio. Welcome back. We've got rankings going on. We already talked about some of the Florida rankings.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about some of the really notable changes from the WFTDA rankings.
Yeah.
So basically, one of the big ones that really bumped someone up to like top 10 was London.
Yeah. London. They had 5 games in the month of June.
Games.
Exactly.
In 1 month.
A lot of games in 1 month, and they were all wins. Actually, they might have had like 1 loss during that month, but like notable wins against Bay Area, Santa Cruz, and they also had wins against Angel City, Texas, and Rocky Mountain at Pack Destruction. So that's
they won like every game that month.
Seriously, that's 5 big wins against like top 20 ranked teams.
That Bay Area score is like whew.
Exactly.
Impressive.
Yeah, which is kind of a big change because last year Bay Area was like ranked 2, 3 around there. So, and that's when Rose really started coming up. Bay Area, they've actually dropped a little bit in rankings as well.
Yeah.
They took a couple of really hard losses, especially like hometown throwdown.
Yeah.
They took some hard losses to Denver and to Rose City, but that Denver game. Yeah, tell us about the Denver game. You remember that one, right?
So good.
It really was
so good. It was like back and forth, and like he knows I was watching it, and I'm just there like chewing away at my fingertips because I no longer had nails at that point, and like blood, and it was just bad. I was so nervous. I was like, Denver.
She's just like, come on, Akers. Come on, Akers.
Do it. What are you doing? No. And then finally at the very end, they just brought it
exactly.
back.
I think there was like a penalty or something like that, and the Bay Area lost their jammer, and that was pretty much it.
3 in a row.
Exactly. It was like a 20-point game or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
Other big movement, Stockholm.
Yeah. That was actually a pretty big movement.
Stockholm. Oh my God, this is a great team. I remember watching them.
Where are they from?
Sweden.
Nice.
I remember watching them last year at Beach
Just to
Brawl.
make it clear for everyone. Well, no, because they're like one of like the notable international teams. Because London's been on like the rankings for a while.
Exactly.
They're really high now, but they've been on the rankings for a while. But like Stockholm, like that's one of like the big international teams that's moving up right now.
Yeah, they really are. Stockholm, I remember actually watching them last year at Beach Brawl against Houston, and that was, up until that point, the absolute best game of roller derby that I had ever seen, because that game was back and forth the entire time, came down to the last jam, and Houston barely pulled out the win by like 3 points. I think it was like 210 to like 207 or something like that. At the end of it, all right, you know how everybody like surrounds the track for like the high fives and everything like that? There were so many people at the stands that there was no space. So what happened is we started doing the London Bridge. So you've seen that one where people, go on both sides of the track and they do, come on, do it. We're on the camera. Can we do this thing? And
what up? This is what we're doing.
Exactly. And then everybody skates through and everything like that. The London Bridge was so long that it literally went around the entire track.
Well, that's some good squat work for these skaters.
It was great. It was an absolutely fabulous game. So to see them, go from taking a really tough loss against Houston last year to kicking up in the rankings
to 17.
Exactly.
17. They're in the top 20 right now.
Exactly. They won. They went up 14 spots based on a couple of their wins in June. The notable wins: they beat Detroit and Charm City
at
ECDX. And at that point, Charm City and Detroit were both ranked in like the top 20 or something like that. And Stockholm was ranked like 31. So those were some massive, massive wins. So that really kicked them up high in the rankings.
Mm-hmm. And then we've got Windy, who moved down a little bit due to a couple of losses at ECDX. They moved down to 20. So they're still in the top 20.
Mm-hmm.
Still in the top 20, still doing good. Helsinki went up 10 spots. They didn't have any games in June. So basically their only movement was because of other people's losses. Right?
Right. Yeah. So they basically they had some really, really great wins earlier in the season, and that, you know, gave them plenty of rankings points, and a couple of their opponents took some hard losses, drops them in the rankings. So in turn,
they moved up.
Helsinki shoots right up. But the next one, Crime City.
Yes.
Talk about this movement, because this was the most impressive one.
Yes. Tell us.
No, you tell us. You tell us.
Okay, I'll do it. They went up 48 spots. 48 spots to 30.
To 30. Okay. So if you do the math on that, they take the top 60 teams for playoffs. So basically their wins took them from completely out of playoffs into D1. Division 1 playoffs. Solidly in Division 1. So what games did they have in June? What put them over the top?
It was all at Beach Brawl.
All at Beach Brawl?
All at Beach Brawl, which I think you saw some of those. So
I did.
It was against Charlotte, North Star, and Charlottesville.
Yeah, that Charlottesville game was really, really good. I remember it was close to the half, and then they started pulling away.
Yeah, that was their closest game too.
Yeah, 269 to 135. Yeah. So, you know, these invitational tournaments are really, really great, as you can see for rankings, especially like in the month of June, because that's when stuff really, really starts to move. And then after Charlottesville, Brandywine. They moved.
We didn't even talk about Charlottesville.
We didn't talk about Charlottesville. I'm sorry. We were talking about Crime City.
We did. We were talking about.
We mentioned like the Charlottesville game. See, I get confused.
I'm wearing my Charlottesville shirt. You have to talk about Charlottesville.
I am so sorry. Talk about Charlottesville. Okay. I apologize.
So they also moved up 12 spots to 38 based on their 4 games in June.
Okay.
They had 1 win against DC, and then the rest of their wins were at North Star. Were at Beach Brawl with North Star and Charlotte.
And those were some pretty solid wins.
Yeah, really solid wins.
North Star, they beat them by, looks like, almost 200 points, 286 to 88. And Charlotte, 308 to 103. So those
over 200. Yeah.
Yeah. So those point spreads are really what helped them move up. And since they're at 38, that puts them into D1 playoffs. Mm-hmm. You know, that takes them from the D2 bracket to the D1 bracket. So they're gonna have a tough time in D1 because they're one of the lower ranked teams. But still, that's
impressive.
Great work for them. Really, really great work for them. But yeah, the one I was mentioning before, and I didn't mean to step on your toes. I get entirely too excited. I just like
that name, Brandywine.
They moved up 3 spots in the month of June, clinched the last playoff spot for Division 2 playoffs. There were a couple of teams that unfortunately couldn't make playoffs. So Brandywine is actually ranked 62, but that's all they needed. They had a big win against Ithaca in June, 217 to 144. So they took that last playoff spot for D2 playoffs.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yay.
And then a couple of other ones. Kansas City. They had no games in June, but a couple of their opponents had some really, really key wins. So since Kansas City didn't gain any points, they kind of dropped down in the rankings a little bit. They dropped down to 45, which puts them into D2 playoffs from D1. But still, you know, should be a good playoff season for them.
Columbia also did the same thing, right? They moved from D1 to D2.
Yeah, they did move from D1 to D2. But with them, it was actually a loss that did it.
Yeah.
Lost to Nashville, it looks like, in the month of June.
And then
the Heartbreakers.
Yeah.
The Heartbreakers are what's nice. Give us the first Heartbreaker.
All right. So Calgary, which was in the very end of Division 2, dropped just enough points to get pushed out because of their losses in June.
Yeah. In May, I think they were ranked like 58 or something like that. And they took a couple losses in June, dropped down to 65. Who'd they lose to?
Dallas and Houston.
Oh, yeah. And Dallas was a big loss.
Yeah.
Houston. Love Houston. We're always going to put that in there. We have a special place in our heart for Houston.
Yeah.
Love you, DBC. Misty. Lisa Lava. Love all you ladies. But that was a close game in June. 184 to 172. And Houston, pulled out the win.
And then tell us about that other one.
This is another heartbreaker. Fabulous Sin City dropped down 11
Which makes me
spots.
sad, since that's what will be for RollerCon.
Yeah, they had 4 games in June, and they took some big losses to a couple of higher ranked teams. So they lost to Tucson, and they lost to Sacred City.
Yeah.
Tucson 186 to 112, and Sacred, it's the point spread that killed them, 265 to 59. So that 200 point spread is what really dropped them out of the rankings and out of playoffs. But I mean, it's always next year. I mean, that's one of the great things. Like, rankings are done for this playoff season, but any games from the month of July on count towards rankings for the next year. So, like, even these teams that are going to playoffs, all these games that they play out playoff, they're going to be, sanctioned games. Those are going to count towards their ranking points for next year. So they have a little bit of a head start. So teams are still playing games, still getting set up for the next year and everything like that. So, hopefully we see some really, really interesting movement coming into the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
So we've got some good playoff talk.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing rankings soon.
Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead.
Rankings, sorry. Brackets.
Yeah, bracket bonanza. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do our predictions and everything, but we're going to do each of those closer to the event. So, stay tuned for August and September for us to really break those down.
Go online, print out a bracket, do your own predictions, and see how we match up, because I'm just kind of guessing for a lot of them, and I just kind of want to see. Yeah,
I'm just kind of guessing too. But it's fun. Anger just wants to see Denver.
Some of them is just like, I like this name. We're going to move you forward.
All right, so when we come back, how about we talk about RollerCon, because that's coming up really, really soon.
RollerCon. Well, I don't know why I'm touching my shirt. His shirt. RollerCon. Yeah. All right, so when we come back, we'll be doing a little bit more RollerCon talk.
Yeah.
You've been listening to Rink Rash Radio.
Rink Rash Radio.
We've done that, and it was phenomenal. They brought us into their little banquet rooms that they have for events, and we skated around that, and we scuffed up their floor really bad, but they loved it. We gave them like a jolt when we went and did a tomahawk in front of them. Oh my God, it was the best.
This is Wilma Shakespeare,
Anger,
and Disaster Chief
from Miami's Vice City Rollers, inviting you to tune in to Rink Rash Radio on 247miami.tv. New shows every Saturday at 9 p.m.
with encore replays Monday at noon and 10 p.m., Tuesdays at 10 a.m.,
and Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and again at 10 p.m.
Find out everything you've ever wanted to know about roller derby in the 305.
Get the 411 on the women's team,
the men's team,
and even the juniors.
Rink Rash Radio.
Rink Rash Radio.
Rink Rash Radio.
On 247miami.tv.
She got the hottest track in town. That girl from the Gold Coast Derby Girls, and you're listening to Rink Rash Radio.
Quads forever. You're listening to Rink Rash Radio on 247miami.tv.
Welcome back to Rink Rash Radio. We're here with Disaster Chief. And
That's me.
I am Anger.
That is her.
Okay. Just to be clear.
The coffee is kicking in.
Yeah.
Like I'm just on.
Woo!
Seriously.
I think you just went like up, and now you're just there.
Yeah, pretty much.
One more cup, you're going to have to check yourself into Maxwell House.
No, I'm going to be like frying that episode of Futurama where I'm just going to disappear completely. I'm going to go into like the speed force and everything.
So vibrating so fast.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Hand is going to pass through the microphone and everything. It's going to be fabulous.
All right.
I'm a
so
little freaked out.
Just a little bit though. I'm slightly aroused. Did I completely kill your concentration there? I did.
You absolutely did.
I know where you're going with this though. Like RollerCon.
Yes.
That's what's coming up.
That's
this weekend.
Yeah. No, not this weekend, but.
Oh yeah, that's good. This coming week.
Yeah.
This coming week. So
Starts
Wednesday, the 22nd.
But Tuesday for us. Tell them why.
Okay, yeah, Tuesday it starts for us because we're actually picking some volunteer hours. We're going to help out with the setting up and the running of RollerCon. Well, a bunch of reasons. One, it's part of what makes the Derby community amazing. Derby community. It's a problem. My lips sometimes work faster than my mind. But that's one of the things that makes the Derby community amazing. Like it's really like a do-it-yourself sort of thing, and everybody needs the help. So I know you volunteered at Beach Brawl. I volunteered at a whole bunch of other events. RollerCon is another one of those events. It's so massive that they need help running it. So we're going to volunteer. We're going to do our part. We're going to help out. Volunteers actually do get some incentives as well. So if you volunteer, for 10 hours, you get a discounted ticket for the next year. I actually did that last year. I ended up with like maybe 14 hours or something like that.
Badass RollerCon t-shirt like this.
Oh, not only that, I got the patch on my jacket since I was an official.
Yeah.
Got the official RollerCon patch and everything like that.
We'll be talking more about that in a minute.
Exactly. Oh, that's going to be fun. But if you do more than 25 hours, you get an actual like free ticket for RollerCon for the next year. And it's not just like, all right, we're just going to let you in. It's like, no, these are MVP tickets. So it's like, come in, enjoy everything that RollerCon has to offer.
So which
go
one
to
are you
classes.
going
For what?
Volunteer-wise.
Volunteer-wise? Well, I actually have scheduled right now 29, 30 hours. I mean, we've mentioned this on the show before. Basically, this year's kind of a wash for me. Unfortunately, I can't skate. Broke my ankle back in April. Thank God I'm actually, into an ankle brace right now, and I'm walking kind of normally. So it's
like
not
a
going
human again, and not like
almost
a bionic man.
Yeah, you were part cyborg there for a while.
I'm still
part cyborg.
I'm still part cyborg. There's a 4-inch plate and like 9 screws.
Nice.
Going into my ankle right now. I'm starting to
Team
get
Bionic.
all the motion back. Yeah. Oh my God.
Scars are sexy.
They are. They are.
Sexy.
And if you could actually see it, but it's so good, it's like barely noticeable.
See, that's the thing. You get good surgeons these days. They don't give you those wicked looking scars.
No, it's good.
Oh my God, what happened?
It's good though because it's through a tattoo and you can't even see. Like it's like the tattoo looks seamless.
He stitched my tattoo back up perfectly and everything. So it's an amazing job. Shout out to UHC Sports Medicine at Doctors Hospital. They're really, really great. They've been getting me, back into it so I can get back. But anywho, yeah, this year's a wash. So I'm not gonna be able to skate at RollerCon. So I'm gonna get at least my 25 hours so I can go ahead and I can skate for next year. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna redo some of the hours that I did last year. I did some great stuff with vendor check-in. So all these really, really cool vendors that have great gear and great swag to go ahead and sell and show to everybody. I'm going to help them set up their table, show them where they need to be. Another cool perk of that job is, we take, any donations that they have for the MVP baskets, and we get to help build like the MVP baskets for the sanctioned games and like the big games and stuff like that. So I remember last year I was sitting at the vendor check-in table when Bruce Skate Nooses came by, and Bruce Skate Nooses literally came by with about 50 of these skate nooses in all different colors. And it's like, all right, these are going to be for the raffle. These are going to be for, the MVP baskets. These are going to be for the volunteer raffle and stuff like that. Volunteers, we get our own separate private raffle and stuff like that. So
another perk of volunteering.
Exactly.
There's still time to sign up.
There is. There are always going to be shifts open. So I got to get to carry all these Bruce skate nooses to like our back area, and I get to help, put them into MVP bags and, the raffle baskets and stuff like that. So it was really, really, really great. I'm also picking up a couple of shifts with track maintenance. This year it's going to be at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and it's been confirmed this year that they're not putting down sport court.
It's polished concrete, which
yeah.
most everyone is very excited about.
Exactly. Ivana has actually been posting on like the Facebook group for RollerCon, and she's like, "Oh my god, it's amazing!
So much less work too."
Yeah. So basically, we're gonna lay out the tracks. Go ahead and put tape down. I'm not actually going to be helping to set up the tracks. There's another, crew for the track maintenance team that's going to do that, but I'm going to pick up some shifts actually during the con. So making sure that, the tracks are clean, make sure that the tape is all down and everything like that in between jams and in between games and stuff like that. So helping, keep everything running smoothly. And then the last thing, I'm going to pick up some non-skating officials shifts as well, which, they need a lot of help with officiating. Remember, this is 5 days worth of games. Games are basically going to start at like 8 or 9 in the morning. They're going to run till midnight every day. This year they have 3 tracks. Okay. They have a bank track. They also have 2 other challenge tracks, and there are going to be games running on them basically constantly. So they need a lot of officials for that. So I'm going to pick up a lot of penalty box shifts, and that's a lot of fun. And
if you're already going and you're a referee, or you have referee experience, or you want referee experience, those all count towards those volunteer hours too. It's like non-skating officials, referees, doing all that junk during games counts towards your hours as well.
Announcing, ironically enough, if you want to get on the microphone like we are, and you want to, just get out there and have everyone hear your voice, you can get volunteer hours for that too. We actually have one of our friends doing it. Divine Thrash is going to be rocking the mic.
Yeah, she will.
Oh my
God.
God.
Excited to see that.
I'm so excited as well.
Yeah, and then we've even got like people like 50 family who she's gonna be she actually got like a free pass just for being
an EMT?
Yeah, an EMT for the con. So
exactly. Yeah, that's another thing. Safety is kind of a big thing in roller derby in general, and RollerCon is no different. So they have a full staff of EMTs for the entire con for each one of the tracks, and make sure, heaven forbid anything happens to any one of the skaters, they can get that immediate medical assistance that they need. So 50 Shades of Pain is going to come. She's going to do, her own like 25 hours and stuff like that of EMT shifts, making sure that everybody's safe, heaven forbid anybody gets hurt. She's going to be there to, help nurse them back to health.
Doctor them up, yeah.
Exactly.
I want her to nurse me back to health.
She'll be there. I'm
gonna get hurt just so she can nurse me back to health. No, I'm not.
Don't do that. But she'll be there for hugs. We'll get lots of 50 hugs. Got to get them in because we haven't seen her for like a year. She's so tall. But yeah, I mean, those are just a couple of the perks of volunteering, and it's really, really great. The coolest thing about volunteering is you get to meet people. So like last year at Vendor Check-In, I met like all these people, added everybody on Facebook, and we chat back and forth. So I'm really looking forward to seeing my crew from Vendor Check-In again.
I'm just
this year.
Nervous.
It's okay. It's okay. It's going to be great. Last year, I actually picked up a couple of shifts I didn't sign up for.
No, not those shifts.
Oh no, I'm talking about the official shifts.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to try my hand at officiating for the first time.
She's going to be an on-skates referee.
Yeah, I'm gonna referee for like the first time ever in my life.
Ever.
It's terrifying. Oh my God.
Okay, so what shifts are you doing?
I'm doing 2 referee shifts on Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm mostly going to be doing 1 outside pack ref shift.
Okay.
And
skate fast, turn left.
Yeah, right. And 3 jam reffing shifts.
Ooh.
And they're all like super late at night, so hopefully everyone will be asleep or partying and won't care. But
wait, what nights?
Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Okay, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Wednesday. Thursday is the superhero ball, I want to say. Saturday, I think, is either the derby wedding or the pants off dance. No, derby wedding. No, pants off dance off is Friday.
Yeah, which is the derby
Saturday
wedding.
Will be the black and blue ball, more than likely. So yeah, people will probably be at that. So it's okay. But get that pointing finger ready. That pointing finger. You point where you're right.
Oh,
there you go. You point with the right. Hold those points up and everything.
I don't know what I'm doing. See, already, they would be skating over there, and I'd be pointing on the opposite side of the track.
See, but
go team.
Exactly. But that's the great thing about RollerCon. Like you can pick up these shifts.
Still be wearing vertical stripes.
And if you don't have that experience, people are going to go ahead and they're going to help you out, especially like the refereeing community. We know how difficult it can be, especially for like a starting referee. So this is a great place to get experience, to kind of dip your toes in the water, get your
I also
your
like
feet
that they're
dirty.
only like 30 minutes long, so that makes it so that I can't screw up too much in 30 minutes.
Exactly.
I mean, I can, but it's not going to be like
Exactly.
oh.
But your referee crew is going to have your back. They're going to go ahead and they're going to help you out wherever necessary. I actually think Rollboy, is he going to do a couple of shifts?
Yeah,
with you?
we're
There's a couple of overlaps.
I
there,
think
right?
I think we had one overlap shift and then I had to move it. But
Oh.
he'll be with me for a lot of my shifts. I don't know if we'll be reffing together, but I think he's doing like one where he's NSOing while I'm reffing, and then there's like a couple where like most of his I think he's reffing every game that I'm playing in. So that's pretty cool.
Very
so
cool.
he'll be there.
Oh man, you're gonna have a great time.
Familiar face while I skate.
See, it's gonna be great because I can see you getting starstruck like I did.
I won't even know who half these people are.
Oh, you're going to.
I only recognize Acres.
Trust me. See,
Like,
when
if
we
it's
come
not Acres, I don't care.
when we come back, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna share like a quick little story because there was a point where I was starstruck and I was
Were
just kind
you
of like,
starstruck?
oh, I was.
But I don't know what these people look like. I'm just gonna be like, oh, cool.
Yeah, but you're gonna have people pointing them out. Like I know who these people are. Someone point them out, and they're gonna be like, oh crap.
But you're not gonna be there on the track with me.
No, but I'll be like off to the side, limping around and stuff.
Okay,
but we'll tell you about that when we come back.
More starstruck stories later.
Exactly.
That just never meant anything to me. I'm not crazy. Well, that's not true. I got a bed and a guitar and a tiny babu pisses on my floor. That's right, I got a flaw. So what? So what? So what? I got pockets full of Kleenex and linen holes where everything important to me just seems to fall right down my leg and onto the floor. My closest friend, linoleum, supports my head. Give me something to believe. That's me on the pink side, going the sand. Metal meter in my hand, sporting a pocket full of change. That's me on the street with the violin under my chin, laying with a grin, singing gibberish. That's me on the back of the bus. That's me in the cell. That's me inside your head. That's me inside your head. That's me inside your head.
Well, I had reffed for a local team back in Tennessee, and then started helping out with Nashville and learning a lot of stuff reffing from Major Woody. And we ended up meeting up online, and then met through a bunch of close derby friends, and one thing led to another, and now she's my wife.
Back to the show before the fresh meat gets rotten. You're listening to Rink Rash Radio on 247miami.tv.
Welcome back to Rink Rash Radio. I am your host today, Anger, and I am here with Disaster Chief.
Howdy.
And we were talking about Starstruck Rollercoin experiences.
Oh my god, yes.
Tell us about yours.
Okay. Last year, I was kind of hanging out around one of the tracks. It was right before one of my referee shifts. And they kind of have like a gear up area for the referees. And it's usually right not by the scoreboard and the scorekeepers and stuff like that. And I heard the track manager saying like, hey, we're a little bit short for the next game. we kind of need some volunteers and stuff like that. And I was like, well, okay, what positions do you need? They're like, okay, we need penalty box timers. They didn't have anybody at the penalty box. There was no one signed up for it. So
what? That's like
yeah, so I was like, shoot, I'll jump in. I know my penalty box rules. Go ahead and, give me the jammers. I can go ahead and I can take care of jammer penalties. I know all the ins and outs of that. So the game ended up being Adam Wheels versus Left Turn Clothing. Okay, so I'm in the penalty box. Game's gone on for about 5 minutes. First penalty, Adam Matrix comes to sit down next to me.
Nice.
Oh, and I was just like, oh, okay. I didn't realize this is like A-level, like Team USA skater. So I just
hi, do you come here?
Yeah, right.
Julie Glass. It was just like, oh,
welcome to my seat here. Just go ahead and sit here.
I love your wheels. Most of our skaters skate on your skates. So many skates in that one sentence. But yeah, she sits for a couple of seconds. Another jammer penalty. So jammer comes in, swaps out. Adam Matrix gets on the track. Sits down right next to me. Scald Eagle. What? Oh,
I hear she's tall.
She's very tall. Did timed her penalty, and with the jammers, you had to match them up. So I think Animatrix had 20 seconds of penalty time. So I had to do the same 20 seconds for Scald Eagle. So I'm like, all right, black 50 stand. She was that's tall.
Often how I feel about 50 family as well.
The Scald Eagle is 6'1", 6'2",
apparently
off skates.
All the tall people just get the number 50.
They can. They absolutely can. But she gets up and it's just oh wow.
And it's already taller because you're sitting.
You were so tall. No, I was standing.
Oh, you were standing.
I was standing because they had it all the way back against the wall and everything like that. And she was just towering over me. And I'm just like,
skates on and everything.
You jam. I love watching you jam.
I was so disappointed because one of her classes that I was really looking forward to was badass backwards skating
and successfully pushy.
Yeah, and
I took that last year.
Yeah, I wanted to take that class and it got canceled, and I was like,
such a good class. I can go ahead and give you the notes for it. That was when I realized there's some cool stuff that I'd never even thought about on skates that you can do. I saw her skate at full speed, basically sprint, transition, and do a reverse plow. Chatter the entire time. It was so sexy sounding, and she made it look absolutely effortless.
Of
and
course,
it's oh my god,
she does is effortless. Or at least it looks effortless.
It looks effortless. I have,
I'm sure it's not effortless.
A video of a drill where she completely wiped out gloriously. And if you
but I bet it looked effortless.
It was an effortless wipeout. And the thing is, you'll like Scald Eagle because I know you're going to end up running into her. That's one of the great things about RollerCon too, since everybody's kind of in the same area. You run into all of these people by happenstance. So you're going to run into her, and she's just really, really funny. Really, really hilarious, really, really goofy. So it was just great to
I could deal with goofy. I was gonna be like, I'm so awkward that it would just be like, hi, person.
Awkward.
What? You're so awkward. You already know.
Exactly.
It's an Iggy Azalea joke. I told you the jokes are bad, but they're free.
They are. Thank God.
Did he really just reference Iggy? Who's
Yes, I did.
He did.
You can't go from Iron Maiden to Iggy.
Listen,
he can do whatever he wants.
I can do whatever I want because I control.
He pushes the buttons. he pushes the buttons. He can do whatever he wants.
You speak because I allow it.
Fine.
That's right.
All right.
Everyone bow down to King George.
But it's great because you get to run into all these people. So I have some random pictures with Smarty Pants, just
And by run into, you mean stock acres the entire con.
You can do that. I'm probably not going to.
I'll just be like, the second I see her, I'm just gonna be like, I'm not leaving you out of my sight. She's gonna go in a bathroom. I'm gonna be like, and we're going to the bathroom. She's gonna go in her hotel room, and I'm sitting outside.
I had Demand Riot booty block me in an elevator.
Oh, tell us about that. That sounds funny.
It was the end of the day, and I had just finished my last referee shift. I had the last game of the day, so I'm exhausted, and I'm going back up to my room and everything like that. And I get in the elevator, and there's Demand Riot and one of her friends. And I don't remember, we said a couple of things, just a little chit chat and stuff like that. And as she got off the elevator to get to her room, literally she just brah, and backs me up into the wall and completely peels me off and just walks out. And I was just like, yeah, that was so great. She kind of scares me, but it's amazing. See, if you don't know, Demanda Wright is one of my derby crushes. Like she's so ferocious. I love like the whole war paint thing and everything like that. And seeing her on the track is really, really great. Ironically enough, like you meet her in person, she's actually really, really sweet. She's also kind of goofy too. So
I think
like
it's just a derby thing. Everyone's just kind of goofy.
Well, not everyone.
You kind of have to be.
There are some people that are surprisingly awkward. I'm not going to say who because I want you to meet them firsthand.
So me.
Basically, and surprisingly, like high level, some high level awkward skaters.
But see, to me, goofy and awkward go hand in hand. Like
they're not quite the same.
Let me feel better.
See, I mean, I'm hoping you can run into Akers because the Colorado All Stars have a full bout.
Well, yes, because I'm going to be cheering for Colorado
because
they go against California. And they're going to kick California's butt.
Oh man, that's going to be so great, so great.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, even if I don't run into Akers, whatever, I'll still be doing all sorts of awesome stuff. But if I see her, I'm just going to be like, oh.
So, all right. So, notable coaches. Like, what classes are you taking? What coaches are you really excited to see?
So, actually, of course, I'm taking a couple Smarty classes because
Smarty is amazing.
I'm doing a couple of Jackie Daniel classes because also amazing. And because, of course, I'm going to be like, we had you on our show. I was the one who talked less. And then actually some of the ones I'm really looking forward to are there's a class taught by Peter Pan.
Oh, yeah.
That I'm going to take because he's one of the men's skaters for your mom. And so I'm kind of interested to see like what tips he has for female skaters as well. Because I mean, I know the guys when they skate, they can do some of the stuff that like just doesn't naturally come to us, or at least me.
Like what?
You guys just use your shoulders more, not necessarily for hitting, but just maneuverability.
Really?
Yeah, because you guys kind of get in there and you use that shoulder just to like kind of keep that space that's yours. And so I'm just wondering like what, because I think the class I'm taking too is like how to get lead, which I tend to struggle with. So that'll be a good one.
Sweet. Yeah. And Peter Pan, he's a great coach.
Yeah. I really wanted to take a class with him. So I wanted to make sure I got
really great pedigree because he's with your mom. He is a pedigree. Should I say pedigree?
Yes.
Pedigree. Really great pedigree. Really great experience. He was a speed skater. He plays for Team USA. He's one of the dudes that owns and runs Roller Derby Elite. So they make some really great skates.
He made my skates.
Exactly.
So I'm going to be in that class and be like, hey, thank you.
You should have them sign them.
Thank you. So they're just going to rub off on our track.
Yeah, but still, you could say they were signed.
I can make them sign the inside.
Yeah, that'd be great. All right, so Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Jackie Daniels.
Smarty Pants.
I
think I'm doing a Chaos class, Chaos class.
Yeah, Chaos is teaching like 7 classes.
Yeah, and then I'm taking I think I'm doing a Carmen Getsum.
Oh, that's gonna be going.
And then I'm just taking a lot of other really good classes, just in general.
Sweet.
Like there's a Tiny and Mighty class that I'm like, yes, because I am both of those things, and I need to be better.
You are tiny. You need to be mightier.
Small but fierce.
Yes.
And remember,
extremely
dynamite comes in small packages.
Exactly.
She's TNT. It's an ACDC
we're just bringing it back to
reference
ACDC now.
Exactly.
I got it.
Exactly. Just making sure because I can't leave the taste of Iggy. What's it made? It's in our mouth here.
Wait, you don't like Australian rappers?
No, not really.
If you can't think anything a rapper out, you just make a gun sound. Pew pew. It's a small gun.
I'm Mike palming so hard.
Yeah. You're off the rails now, man, with 2 minutes to go.
What a crazy train.
So when is RollerCon?
RollerCon starts Wednesday.
The 22nd.
This Wednesday, yes, the 22nd runs until Sunday the 27th. 7th.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the other cool thing about RollerCon. It's not just skating. There's social stuff going on too.
Yeah.
There are themes for each day. So what sort of social do they got going on?
Well, the one I'm more excited for, but probably won't make just because I'll be too busy skating, is the Super Rydell's Superhero Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I'm gonna dress up like a superhero. I have all my stuff already planned.
Rydell, they throw a party one of the days every year. So one year was a safari theme. So a couple of our skaters got really nicely like dolled up. Bella Belligerent and Sugar Slap, they got painted like zebras. Roll Boy had his zebra onesie. And he went in his zebra onesie.
Bring it.
Yeah, totally, just for the heck of it. For the whole
That's a sight to behold. I can tell you from personal experience.
Last year was great because last year was like a heyday of Vegas party, so everybody was dressed in like high rollers and everything like that. So that was really, really cool. This year it's superheroes, and the themes are not just extending to the party; they're extending to the actual
entire day.
So like Wednesday is going to be like introduce yourself, get to know me Wednesday. So they want you to wear stuff that is really unique to you. Thursday is superhero day. You know, so I'm gonna wear my superhero stuff. I'm not telling you who yet.
Then they've got
George already has an idea.
Then they've got like Gay Day.
Exactly.
And
I don't remember what else.
I'm still sore from the last one.
Okay.
Oh, you would be. You would be. I don't remember all the theme days off the top of my head.
There's even like a promenade. I think the first day international promenade.
Yes. And the social event for that day is karaoke.
Yeah, where you wear your international colors. They've got a pool party. They got all sorts of social events going on. So when you're done with the skating, you can go out and party and then skate some more the next day.
We're so excited. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so excited to go back.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that, and coming up on our future shows, we'll be getting much more into the brackets and actual playoff games.
Sweet. And I think our listeners are going to want to hear like our breakdowns of RollerCon. I mean, we've built it up so much. I think they're going to want to hear our experiences too.
And we'll have our lovely co-host, or main host,
Shakespeare.
my co-host,
Roma
Shakespeare.
She'll be back on the next show.
She will be back.
No show next week because you guys are going to be at RollerCon.
Exactly.
And RollerCon, I mean, Shakes, she's back in town, so welcome back. After her little mission.
To Nicaragua.
Exactly. So, you know, good to have her back. We'll be seeing her soon. So I think that wraps
up. Rink Rash Radio. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
What he said.
Yes.
That's it.
Because he beat me 2-8.
We got this guy.
The voice. The voice.
Wait. Hi.
That guy. Yeah.
That guy right there.
Twice as ugly. You've been listening to Rink
No.
Rash Radio.
Sir, you have a voice for radio.
Thank you. I have a face for one too.
Well, we're outdoors here, which is different. It's warm, really warm in comparison. But yeah, we usually have sort of about the same sort of amount of people, but we don't have many guys when we actually do contact. So it was fun to hit some men last night.
Yes, it was always fun.
Yesterday, got to Chris Farley away from me. Oh yes, he did. You know him as that fat guy up at Saturday Night Live. What a funny guy! I'm gonna miss that fat guy. 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 I'm gonna miss that fat guy.